Welcome to St John's for our weekly update. Today I'm standing in the North Aisle amongst this wonderful collection of paintings by Eric Smith. Eric Smith was a very significant Australian artist in the 60s, 70s and 80s particularly. This collection, 12 paintings, is called The Apostles' Faith. They're certainly worth very close study, and we're incredibly grateful to the Morton family who have donated this collection of paintings to the cathedral in memory of Ralph Morton. Ralph was Director of Music at St Stephen's Cathedral, and during his time we enjoyed incredibly rich collaborations in church music between the two cathedrals. And so we're incredibly grateful to have this collection. One of the action areas that bubbled up out of our Visioning Day in June was for us as a community to be more engaged with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, and particularly to learn more about their story and the story of the interaction between First Nations people and those who were later comers. As part of that exploration, we're in the process of organising a tour of Cherbourg and surrounding areas, a cultural tour, and so you'll find details on the front page of the cathedral website as well as in community news. At this stage we're looking for expressions of interest from members of the community to gauge how many people might want to go on that tour. It's an overnight tour. Should be incredibly stimulating and interesting, and one of the ways in which we can get deeper engagement into the story of what's happened to our First Nations people over the time since colonisation. On Sunday night, the girl choristers offered the wonderful service of light in place of evensong. It was a beautiful musical experience for us. The girl choristers have also just released a promotional video. You'll find a copy of it on the music page of the cathedral website, and there's also a link at the present time on the front page of the cathedral website. So if you know any young girls who like to sing, you might draw their family's attention to that video. On Wednesday of next week, we're going to record an episode of the On the Way podcast in front of a live audience. We'll be joined by the Reverend Dr. Matthew Anstey to discuss the Bible and how we use the Bible to understand sexuality and marriage. So if you want to be part of the live studio experience as we record that episode of the podcast, please join us in the Darnell room. If you can't make it to the live recording, you'll be able to catch the podcast in a month or so on the On the Way podcast page. The latest podcast is Sacred Earth with Karen Armstrong, a real wonderful episode, I have to say. And a reminder that a new episode of the podcast comes out every 3 or 4 weeks, so do stay attuned to the podcast page for the latest edition. On Saturday night coming, we will be hosting the Australian Romantic and Classical Orchestra. Their program is called Tempestuous Skies. It's an all Mozart program. You can find details of the program and how to book on the Cathedral What's On page. Looking a little ahead, the Holy Hermits Online will be hosting a retreat day on Saturday the 27th of August. On that day they'll be following the theme, listening to the voice of creation. Holy Hermits Online is a part of the cathedral community. It is an online only community, so it has members across the world. If you've not been in touch with Holy Hermits before, their retreat day on the 27th will be a great opportunity to experience that part of the cathedral community. We also have some sad news today. Dear Bishop John Bayton died early on Monday the 15th of August. He'd had a fall a couple of days before and it wasn't possible for him to undergo surgery. Dear Bishop John's funeral will be held on Tuesday the 30th of August at 2 o'clock. You'll be able to join us to give thanks for Bishop John's life and his presence amongst us. In terms of birthday this week, we say happy birthday to Alan Gallimore and to Jeremy Fraser. I hope you both have a wonderful day. Thank you for your contribution to the life of the Cathedral. A reminder that we do have a number of ways to build community together. Some of those are online, such as Coffee on Tuesdays and Saints on a Mission on Fridays. Others, such as Coffee on Wednesdays, are done in physical form. We also often offer Zoom as an option for interacting with our study groups and our reflective sessions. So do check out on the Cathedral's What's On page the offerings that are coming your way over the next few weeks. Peace be with you.